Two of my favorite things are obviously spending time with my girlfriends and of course shopping. So why not combine these two ideas with a trip to Paris? You'd actually be surprised at how easy it is to make this happen. And Chloe Johnson from CJ Shopping Tours can fill us in on all of the gorgeous little details. It's always good to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, girlfriends, shopping, and Paris. Does it get any better?
Absolutely not.
Okay, now you started CJ Shopping Tours a couple years back. For those people watching who maybe aren't familiar with CJ Shopping Tours, give us a little brief introduction.
Okay, so basically we provide shopping tours in Paris, taking you places that you wouldn't find on your own, to the hidden boutiques, not the big department stores, but basically making you feel like a true Parisian when you're there.
I love this. Now, I think Paris, I think girlfriends, I think shopping, I think major dollar signs, and there is no way this trip can possibly be affordable. But that's not actually the case at all.
It's not at all. Here's the thing. Everything is customizable. So for instance, if you want us to do airfare, hotel, apartment, plan an entire itinerary, that's totally possible. Or if you just want us to do a shopping, or if you just want us to do, pieces here and there. But you could easily do a trip with us for around $3,000, and that would include airfare, that would include hotel.
And airfare to Paris, I can't imagine, is cheap.
It's not, but that's why you come to me, and I help you out with the rest.
Okay, now you said customizable, and it can range at any price point. So let's start with, we just want to do the shopping. We take care of our own airfare, we take care of our own hotel. We just want you to plan our shopping trip. How much are we looking at probably there,
If
roughly?
you're doing a 4-hour shopping tour, it's $195 per person, so totally manageable. And you get a guide, you're taken to shops that you wouldn't find on your own, you're meeting with some of the designers, so it's definitely very affordable.
Wow.
You're already in Paris anyway, so
yeah, you're already there. What's $195 more dollars?
Exactly.
Now, we want you to do the more customizable thing, from the airfare to the hotel to the shopping tours. You're saying we can go anywhere from $195 all the way up to about $3,000, depending on how much we choose.
Right, depending on how much you want included. So if you want the airfare, you want the hotel, you want the breakfast, you want dinners, all of those things included, then that's when you're going to get to the $3,000.
Now, tell me about shopping in Paris, because I think, oh, well, I'm a professional shopaholic. Like, I can tackle Paris, I can tackle New York, I can tackle Dallas, but it might be different because of the language barriers. Yes. What makes Paris shopping different that we would need a guide for?
I think, A, the language, B, culture. So there's some things that you might not necessarily think to do when you're in Paris. So for instance, when you walk into a boutique, you have to say, bonjour, madame. If you don't, they're not going to help you. So it's just little things like that you need to know. And, you're not going to be able to find these little boutiques on your own because there's a lot of hidden streets in Paris. And you only have however many days to explore.
Yeah, so whereas I think like shopping in New York, I'm going to just be able to do a little research, see where my friends have been. But like you said, because there are so many like hidden streets, there is a language barrier.
Right.
And there is some cultural differences that could be where y'all would really be necessary for my trip.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell me, I want to know about one of the, because I've asked you this before, some of the best shopping finds that y'all have found on your trips. You've come back with Chanel, you've come back with vintage Hermes. I've seen it all.
One of my favorite things, actually, we were in the flea markets, and I found a bomber.
Which people would think, like, flea markets. I think of flea market in Dallas, and I'm like, womp womp. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to fly to Paris to go to a flea market.
Exactly, and it's hilarious because the first time I went to Paris, my mom said, we have to go to the flea markets.
And you're like,
Mom, I'm not going to
go
and
Paris.
get...
We're going to Christian Louboutin and Chanel. We are not going to the flea market.
And getting, like, little trinkets. Well, no, that's not at all what the flea markets are like. I found this awesome green bomber jacket that was actually worn by a real pilot. So it's like, it has that really awesome vintagey feel, and it looks cool, and it's so warm. And I found that in the flea market. So you find really cool things that you wouldn't necessarily find on your own. We have amazing Chanel pieces. We have Yves Saint Laurent. We have Hermes. So there's a ton of
Our flea markets in Dallas don't sell Chanel. I can confirm that. So that is one thing that's a special treat. Okay, if people want to get in touch with you, and you don't just do, I want to say real quickly, you don't just do trips for the girlfriend getaway. There could also be a mother-daughter trip, but even maybe like a honeymoon trip. You kind of know all the great restaurants.
She said we had a couple this past summer. So really kind of anything that you want that's unique, you come to me.
Because you and your mom have been to Paris so many times. Yes. How many times? I mean, y'all have been like in the 20s. I mean, like it's been.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been since I was 12. So.
And I'm 32 and I've never been. This needs to change. Okay, well, it's always such a delight to see you. And once again, if people can get in touch with you, where do they go to do that?
ChloeJohnson.com. My email address is on there, so feel free to contact me that way.
Oh my gosh, you know everything when it comes to Paris, making me want to plan a trip right now. And again, if you would like more details on planning a shopping trip with Chloe Johnson from CJ Shopping Tours, be sure to check out her website listed right there, ChloeJohnson.com. Okay, stick around. We'll have more broadcasts right after this.